Now, actual blind testing with these two mono amps on a 6-inch driver pair against the exact same amps but with different op amps. So let's get into it. With this remote switch up here, this is an app that sends off infrared remote control to switch the amps, and it just has A, B instead of A or B. I just do this randomly until I forget, and then I just listen for details by pressing the same button. And I've done this start of this track here because it's kind of very mid-range focused in the beginning intro. Just go back a bit. That was about 18 seconds worth, but I was only using like the first 10 seconds once I knew what I was listening for. Then I'm swapping to the second choice, which I didn't think was as good. Occasionally there's a few computer glitches because I have this screen open, but we'll ignore that. And I'm going back to the amp I thought was good. It's right there, I could hear it. It's like there's a 3-part harmony with probably males, some females, or the second part could be male or female. But as the echo goes back, you can separate the 3 parts of the harmonies, and one of them is positioned deeper in the stage than the other. And especially when that drum hits, that one drum note, its reverb too goes into this black middle along with one of those of the 3-part harmonies. And in the other amp, you can never separate them during that last phase of the reverb tail. So we'll go back to the worst one. So it's sort of like a mid-range reverb on that second drum or third drum. And it's all kind of present and clear, but it's not deep, and like the difference is, like, if I could just with my fingers, it's only like this much further back, maybe that much. Go back to the good one. Just gives me chills when I hear that. It resolves into the silence, into a more pleasant, deeper sound. So we'll just verify that live on camera. Yep, turning off. That's 3 and 4 output. I also verified by walking back there and turning the amps off individually. So I wasn't just assigning these 2 amps sends in my head with the amps, so I actually had to verify that those were the amps. That does leave me with a quandary, and I'll explain. Now here's the quandary, ladies and ladettes. These, which I just verified as sounding better in the deep black sections in the 6-inch, sounded better than these. These are meant to be my stock op-amp pair, and these are my Sparkos pair. And it definitely has a sticker on this one. So some of my stickers have fallen off, and there are no stickers on these 2. But there are another pair that I borrowed for the lounge room, which are meant to be my Sparkos spare pair. So, given that both sound card were the same, like it was like literally output 3, 4, 5, 6. Given that the cables are a mismatch of basically these guys and these ones here, you could argue were different, but they're thicker. And in other amp battles, this pair won when I was doing these ones. So I'm ruling out cable differences. Signal feeds, it's all made with this DIY mic cable. It's like double shielded, then shielded again. So they're all made with the same cable type. So I'm going to say that in that frequency range, driving that specific model of speaker, this op amp is doing it for me. And I probably won't do it on this video, but I'm going to actually pull one of these apart and make sure that it's not secretly a Sparkos thing in there, which I had forgotten, given that my labeling system was a bit so-so. But there is an audible difference. So that's that. I'll leave you there with that one. Catch you later.